Yes, show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
The
Let me pronounce that again.
The Christian Des Show. Christian Des. Welcome, guys, to the Christian Des Show. It's quarantine, so it's quarantine. What are you gonna do?
We're social distancing.
And apparently, it has weird effects on my speech. And we're here to talk to you today about the Netflix series, the very popular now Netflix series, Ozark, starring Jason Bateman and Laura Linney. Des, what'd you think? We watched the first episode. We were like, hey, we've never seen it. Everyone's talking about it. Let's see if we can get into it. What'd you think, Des?
Okay, so apparently it's starting season 3 right now, and I have seen one episode, and I want to sit down and watch all of the episodes in a row. This show is so good. First of all, Jason Bateman is so wonderful. He's so it's that Tom Hanks feel, the everyman kind of guy who's he's just doing his best, trying to do this thing, and life get carried away from him. And the premise is he's laundering money for the mob, right?
Yeah, for like this Mexican drug boss.
That's never going to go good. I mean, there's going to be a problem. And so there's a problem. And so now he has to move his family to the Ozarks. And I can't wait to see the drama that ensues from this group of actors. I'm so looking forward. I can't believe I haven't watched it until now. But I'm glad that I found it. What did you think?
Yeah, no, I think, Laura Linney's a fantastic actress too. She's amazing.
Amazing.
And Jason Bateman is a really good actor too. Sometimes there's a little bit of like, I love him on Arrested Development because it's one of my favorite shows, but sometimes there's a little like arrogance to him for some reason to me. I don't know what it is, something weird. But he's really good in this part, playing, like you said, the guy who's like, I just go to work, I drive my car, I come home, whatever. He does have some things going on in the first episode also.
Yes. What I mean.
And obviously he did get involved with, when I've got involved with drug dealers, it's never worked out for the best. So he should really just avoid it. All my money laundering has gone south, obviously.
He didn't.
But yeah, they're both really good. And it is a kind of show where even halfway through, you're like, oh, about their marriage, you're like, oh, wow, he is doing these things or feeling this way or wanting these things. And you're like, oh, maybe he's, not as good a husband. And you're like, oh, or actually maybe she's not as good as me. Okay, it's all coming full circle now.
Anyone around here? Nobody. Right. Nobody is.
I will say, we were just talking about the morning show on our last video, and it's the same kind of thing. Like, I think TV, remember, once upon a time, it was like, here's the good guy, and he's always good. And here's the bad guy, and he's always bad. And now I think almost every show we watch, it's like a blur of like, no one's good all the time, and no one's bad all the time. And these are people.
I think that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's what is it, the anti-hero or that kind of thing where.
Yeah.
And then there's more realistic element to that kind of storytelling, absolutely, because in real life, it's really everyone has their good intentions or whatever their intentions are that they perceive to be good, whether or not they actually develop into good outcomes. That isn't always consistent.
That's true.
And that's real life. That's just real life.
Right. And so I think this does look like a really good, exciting show. It's kind of gets you in there. It is intense. There's no like, it's like, oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, no, this happened. And so it really is an intense show too. It looks like it's going to be really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. So if you have watched it, let us know, like, oh, it even gets better. My mom and dad my parents have watched every episode, and they're like, oh, no. The first season's okay. Then it gets better and better and better. I'm like, great.
We've only seen episode 1. Right. We've only seen the first one. That's what it feels like. We're just right on the precipice. And then we just got to go.
Well, I love that because I love both ways. Like, I love watching, even, this is kind of a weird example, but I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians because I had never seen it and everyone talks about it. You know, and I have met Kim Kardashian briefly, and so I was like, I should watch it and catch up. And then in an episode, Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner are still married. Obviously, it's the first season, second season, and she's like, he's going through a midlife crisis. Like, I think he wants to change. And I'm like, you have no idea, Kris.
That's an understatement.
Of the change that is coming. And so I'm like, I love that idea of like people in the real time, even in shows where it's like, oh, I don't know if they're good or bad, and you've already watched it, you're like, oh, let me tell you about what's gonna happen. You're like, oh shoot.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Don't tell me.
I want to go on the ride.
Yeah. So I love that feeling of like, oh, being on the other side of like, have watched in all of it, like, oh, okay, well, stay tuned, and then someone's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, yeah, exactly. So we're excited. Let us know if you watched it and what episodes you like, what seasons you love, and what you think of it, and if you feel that same way, like, oh, it only gets better and better. Like, I love shows that get better and better. That's what we want. Shows keep getting better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's on Netflix, and it was in its top. It's been in its top 10 for the last few weeks or ever since this new season came out. So a lot of people are watching it. So let us know what you think. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.